So coming up, we have Ponyo. So Ponyo is one of the most popular movies, I feel, when it comes to Ghibli's line of work because of the cutesy elements to it and because it was really advertised in the US when it first came out with the English dub and everything else. Not to mention, of course, that the main character is a little girl, so a lot of the little kids are going to be able to relate to that. So aesthetically, this movie is absolutely gorgeous. It's about a little girl who's a fish. Not really a mermaid, but like a fish girl, right? She's like, I don't want to live this princess life, and then she just kind of runs away from home and goes to like a village, right? Like an island kind of thingy from memory. And she finds a boy, and then she slowly starts turning human, and like shenanigans happen, right? And it's very cute. So you know how I said I didn't like environmental stories? I'm also not a big fan of ocean themed stories, right? Like, I don't like Moana. I don't like Finding Nemo. Like, not like is like a strong word. The truth is that I don't see what the big deal is. They look absolutely beautiful. Don't get me wrong, I love the ocean. I love looking at the ocean. I love looking at water animation. I love nature. I love looking at trees, animated, real life. I love all of it. But stories relating to those environments, I'm just not a fan of it. And I think the reason why is because since I love the energy that they bring, I love the vibe that they bring, I don't really associate nature with storytelling. So whenever you want to tell me a story that has to do with those environments, I'm just like, I don't know, because I see it as something beautiful, right? It's something to admire, but I don't see it as entertainment. So that's my only theory as to why I can't really enjoy these stories as entertainment value. I love looking at it, but I don't love it as a story. But what about Ponyo? Is Ponyo an exception? I would say not really, but I would also say I would recommend the movie because it is nice. It's a nice watch. It's very sweet to watch. So I would say I do recommend the movie. There's also something interesting that I noticed when I watched Ponyo, and that is the fact that I think with Ponyo, I realized that the Ghibli studio kind of has like this trend in shipping children together. And I remember, like, I read a lot of my journals, a lot of them saying, like, things like, dude, I can't stand how Ghibli is constantly trying to ship children together. It's so uncomfortable. It makes me feel weird. And the reason for that, I think, is because I guess I was a teenager, right? So when I saw those younger than me being like in relationships, I don't know, it wasn't intentional, but I saw it as like they're not mature. They're not mature, so like they don't know what love is. They don't know what they're talking about. They just met this person, right? Children are immature and they're stupid and like they don't know what they're doing. So why is Ghibli always like, why is Miyazaki and like the studio is trying to ship children together? And after thinking about it for a very long time, I came up with a conclusion. And after that time, actually, my boyfriend actually helped me see that perspective, right? And when he told me that, I realized, yeah, I guess that's true. And I just started accepting it more, and now it doesn't bother me as much. So, like, it bothered me when I was younger, but the thing is, children, even though they are, like, innocent, like, that's the reason why I feel that Miyazaki liked making little love stories between his characters, right? Because they are innocent, because children are pure, they are innocent. So, in a way, this love is real, it is sincere. And I feel like because it's innocent and pure and new, right? And I feel like I was looking through it way too much on an adult lens, on a lens that is like not children don't know anything. They don't know about love, but it is real and to a certain extent. Like I had he told me like oh, like didn't you have like little boyfriends and girlfriends like when you're younger? And like I have it like a lot of friends who said like, oh, I had little girlfriends and boyfriends when I was younger, right? But it never meant anything. We just like cuddling and kissing each other, and it's like kids are kids, right? They don't really think about like what a relationship means. They're just giving each other affection, I guess. And that pure aesthetic to it, I understand now why Ghibli does that, right? It's like it's almost like promoting to love each other, like children should love each other, be nice to each other in a way, right? And but it's obviously nothing like serious that you should take too seriously. So I just thought that it would be interesting to talk about in this movie, right? Because like the last shot of this movie was Ponyo and the boy kissing, right? Even though they weren't like doing anything super romantic with each other, the very last shot is them kissing. So that's why I wanted to tackle on that. But other than that, I really like a lot of moments in this movie. Like it has a really nice, wholesome movies. Like the scene with the ramen is like one of Ghibli's most iconic food scenes, and it's just so cute. Like that ramen looks so good, dude. I want to eat the shit out of that ramen. And like I like the scene like with the mom. Like, oh, by the way, can we talk about the mom? Dude, this mom is so crazy, dude. It does bother me one thing, and the fact is that I hate how the mom drives in this movie. Like, if you've seen this movie, dude, she drives like a fucking maniac. Like, don't you care about your child's safety? Like, whenever she's driving, like, the car is always, like, shaking like real. Like, she doesn't drive safely at all, dude. And I remember that, like, driving me nuts when I was younger. It's like, dude, chill, calm your tits, woman, drive safely. But, like, she always drove like a crazy person, which I thought was funny. Kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, Lupin the Third, like, the driving scenes. But, yeah, like, I always thought that was funny. But overall, I say watch it once. I think it's a nice, wholesome experience. But it's not anything revolutionary or amazing. In Ghibli's terms, like it is like the last movie before the top 10, right? So, but I would say it's nice to watch at least once.